does it feel with a street twin cast alloy wheel fitted with a road tyre on the back of this bike? In every day-to-day normal kind of use, you really don't feel a difference. If you're throwing it up a twisty road, you know, you're out for a good old scratch. When you're throwing it around a twisty road, then it does feel more flickable, to be honest. And you do notice that you've lost a good old chunk of unsprung weight. Now, I've only ever ridden one street twin. A mate of mine's got one. It's absolutely stock standard. So he's done no performance modifications like I've done on this. So it's not as compatible as would be a standard street scrambler against a standard street twin. But it does feel slightly more. It's got sharper steering, but than it would have. It's got a slightly smaller front wheel. And it just feels a little bit more chuckable, but again, it's on road tyres, so it probably would. I suspect if I were to put a street twin front wheel in this with a road tyre on it, it would just feel like a street twin, because at the end of the day, a street twin and a street scrambler are the same bike, just with different cosmetic bits bolted to them. So now at the back of this, I no longer have steel spokes, and I no longer have an inner tube, so it's all alloy, so that's a fair bit of weight. Now, I didn't weigh them side by side when I did the mod, but picking them up and carrying them round, bear in mind one's got a nearly new Metzler Torrance on it, that's my old Scrambler wheel, and this one's got a new, nearly new now because I've ridden on it, but it had a new Pirelli Phantom on it, so the tyres are going to be roughly the same weight. It just felt, I'm going to really stab a guess at this, but it felt 6 or 7 pounds lighter, which is a fair old chunk of weight. So I've got my eye on a couple of front wheels. If I can pick up a bargain with one, then I may well go for it, and I can try it out, and I can go back if I'm not happy with it. I can make my mind up, and of course I can switch between them. Even my old Scrambler wheel, although it's got a dent on the rim, it is still true and round. So it didn't, you know, you couldn't feel it. You could see the ding and the dent, but you couldn't feel it. This car's going to have a go at me next to me. Should I go for it or not? I've got no front number plate, so... Oh, there you go. He didn't bother. He kind of knew he lost already. Yeah, anyway, back to the wheel. Less chance of me bending it on a pothole. It doesn't look too bad. I'm pretty damn sure I'm going to stick with it. This bike's turning into a real proper bitzer. I've not bumped into any of my friends yet, so I haven't been asked the question, but I'm expecting that anytime soon. the alloy wheel on the back and why the spokes on the front. At least if I put a street twin wheel on the front of it, I'll never have to worry about that question, will I? Funny old day today. There's a few little spots of rain, but we've got a lot of blue skies. It is the end of April. In fact, by the time I publish this film, it might even be May. But right now, here and now, it is the end of April. And it's pretty bloody chilly, I'll be honest. I didn't look at a thermometer before I came out. But it doesn't really feel like we're nearly into May here. Anyway, what's coming up? Well, I'm sure there'll be more modifications. I mean, this wheel was one I hadn't originally planned. But, you know me, I can't stop messing with the damn thing. I'm in the process of making the trophies for the Let's Get Tiddly 2024 Triumph Owners Club Rally. That's boring, so I won't be filming that. I might film the end result so you can see what they look like. And there are one or two, plenty of bike nights, functions, do's and bashes that I might or might not go to. I've got a bit of a problem at the moment, in that I'm working away on the other side of the country. I'm working over in Cambridgeshire, and I can't use my bike for that. I have to carry a crap load of PPE and tools and all the stuff that's related to my work, so I have to go in. I've got no choice but to go in my car, sadly. So I won't be filming any of that. So I'm basically on the days off that I get, I'm whipping the bike out and just making stuff up as I go along. So it's going to be a case of suck it and see. Just keep an eye on me, and who knows what you'll get, but you'll get something. See over to my left, it looks like it's going to fall down with rain. Straight in front of me, blue skies. They've done a lot of these road repairing potholes along here, and they actually look like rough repairs, but when you ride over them, they're not. They look rough, but they're actually not rough. Really strange. When I first saw them, I thought, well, that's worse than the cracks and the potholes that we had in the road, but in actual fact, they've done a good job of making it smooth, a bad job of making it look smooth. So I guess I'm not going to complain. There were a lot of cracks down this road that would have developed into potholes, so at least they've nipped it in the bud. And just down here, where that person is, where that car's coming out there, it's about a couple of years ago, a car pulled out on the former secretary of the Triumph Owners Club, and she was riding her bobber. This car pulled out on her and broke a few of her bones and wrote her bobber off. I didn't see it happen, but I saw what was left of the bike. It made a proper mess of it. She wasn't, because you've got to slow down for a junction, for a roundabout, she wasn't going particularly quickly.